Hi Kelly. Right, just a quick little video for you to show you how to remove this color cast on here. Going to use NIK tools. One thing I want to do really is make sure you've got the same settings as me. So if you come right down to the bottom here, click on the settings tab. It's this one here. This is important. Make sure it says apply the filtered effect. It should be filtered affect, of course, but that's just a point of English, I suppose. Apply the filtered effect to a separate layer. So make sure that's there and click OK. That way when you use the NIK tools, it'll return the archer in a brand new layer for you, so you better see what's going on. Right, now then, if you slide up here, we're looking at Color Effects Pro. Actually, I'm guessing yours might be sitting down here. So you can just bring up the Color Effects Pro thing here. I've got mine set to run automatically. So anyway, you've probably gathered that these tabs that are on the top are just quick shortcuts to the alphabetical to the tools in alphabetical order. So if we click on the L and S and you come down to remove color cast, you'll automatically see it's already put a new layer in for us straight away. So now it's bringing the NIK tools up, and my machine's chugging for some reason, not quite sure why. Okay, there we go. So here's the layer. Now then, we've ascertained in this case, or just by looking at it, I'll show you in a minute how we might be able to do that better, that in actual fact we've got a red color cast. So this top side here tells NIK tools which color of cast we wish to remove. So I grab this slider, and although you've got red at both ends, the red works best at this end. So move it all the way over to the red end of the scale, and this end just tells us the strength of that color cast removal. So if I move it to the left, for example, it doesn't do anything. If I move it to the right, it makes it quite cold. So in this case, I've moved it probably to about here, somewhere like that. Let's just say for the sake of argument, and click OK. And now we've got a brand new layer with that color cast at least quite dramatically removed, which you can see from here. Now I know you were concerned about the red, the faces looking a little pale. I warmed them up using another tool called Imaginomic Portraiture, but what you can do here is if you just pop an adjustment layer, a layer mask, on this top layer here, just by clicking this one here. You need a black brush, so if you press D on the keyboard, make sure you've got black and white. So in this case, white as the foreground, black as the background. Press X on the keyboard to make sure you've got black as the foreground. Grab a brush, and you're going to want a brush which is, you know, not too hard. Perhaps actually quite soft, in fact, in this case. With that mask selected, come on in, and what you can do, is, if you wish, is just put this sort of tannish, if you will, sort of faces back in. It's far from ideal, but I'll show you what you can do with this in a moment if you like. So that's just do. Oops. If you go over the hair and you didn't want the head to be that red, just press X on the keyboard to flip the colours back, and just paint that out again. You know all that stuff anyway with the layer masks. So X again, and we'll paint this fella's red face back in if that's what we like. You probably gather from the way I shoot that I tend to shoot quite cold. I like cold looking pictures, not hot looking pictures, but that's just personal choice, I guess. So, and we'll paint her neck back in. I'll leave the other fellas out for the minute, and then you'll see the difference. So what we've got now is, if we zoom back out, let's wash that in a bit. Avoid painting red teeth in. I don't think she's going to thank us for that. So now you can see that that's there. If we turn that on, oops. So we've got this in here now. So what we can do is I'm just going to make a copy of this layer so we can see before and after effect. If we apply with this layer, it will adjust her face, if you will. So if I go here, for example, Hue and Saturation, and we can just desaturate those things so you can see we're just playing around with those faces now. So we can make it very red. So what it enables us to do is just adjust it slightly, and if we're not keen on the fact it's bright red, we can you know, just change the tones and things like that, and so on and so forth. So essentially, what I'm going to do now is just merge that down so I can do before and after. Obviously, this isn't a finished result, so sorry, maybe I jumped a bit fast there. So if I'm happy with that adjustment there, I'm basically going to click on the top layer and go Layer, Merge Down. I'll just merge the top layer with the one below it. And now I have my first state here and my final state here. Let's say if I click them on and off, you can see that the cast has gone, and it now becomes apparent that this guy's hair is showing as red, and I'm guessing it wasn't. If you're not sure if there's a cast there or not, one thing you could have done is if you select this initial layer, let's say, and you think everything looks okay, what you can do is just do a quick measure, image, adjust, hue and saturation, grab this little tool here, there you go, and just click in here somewhere. Yellows, okay, that's not too bad. Reds, yeah, okay, so basically I'm clicked on his hair and it's showing his hair as red. That's tree is showing as yellow. This tree is showing as yellow. You know, so essentially, here you go, and his jacket is showing as red, look. So I click on here, his jacket's showing as red, which clearly it shouldn't be. So at the end of the day, if you're not sure, you can go and sort that out using that color cast thing. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up a couple of layers because I really just want to remove this layer mask. Show you something else. So essentially, I'm just going to leave this basically just done that one fix on the color cast. Did I do one fix on the color cast? Or have I gone and done something odd on here? No, I've gone and done something odd. Ignore me for a minute there. What I want to do is actually just remove the layer mask. Delete the layer mask. Sorry. Okay. Right. If you imagine, oops, just going bonkers here. Too much clicking going on. Right. So we've got this picture here. I know you've got NIK tools. So what I just wanted to show you is if you go to T&W, click on Tonal Contrast, and I'll show you what you can do here. You see this particular tool really makes this pop. The default settings, as you see here, are maybe a little bit strong for portraiture. I've got one set here that I've set myself called Portrait 1, and you can see the settings 5, 5, 12, and saturation and all these sliders, so you can leave those on your screen for a bit if you like. Now, if I click OK on that, that's now going to apply it, and if I now unclick this middle layer, so you can see the difference between the top, this new tonal contrast applied layer, and the original, we start to see a difference in pop coming in as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that one we just did, back to the color, just the plain color cast remove, back to tonal contrast, and I'm going to apply the default, the maximum, all this quite harsh, and you can see it's really sort of pinged it up, but it's also attacked the skin. But you know, in this case, it probably doesn't actually look that bad. If you want to, you can tone it down by adjusting the opacity. So you know, if you're not happy with that, or so but if you are, we run it 20%. Let's get rid of this middle layer. So you can see again there'll be before and after from your original picture to this one with basically the adjusted color cast and a bit of tonal contrast. Can you see how it starts to punch the picture up? And you can do the same with topaz and stuff like that. You just got to remember to back those layers off, but it doesn't do a bad job. I just thought I'd show you that. But be aware that tonal contrast, okay, we're playing with a small picture here, but tonal contrast has a nasty habit of introducing a bit of noise. You probably see around here, there's a little bit of noise creeping into the picture here. But it's actually, in this case, it's not too bad because I'm only playing around with a small picture. But that's all I wanted to show you at the moment, so have fun. Any questions, do feel free to ask. Cheers!